Summer 2009. I'm at work. I get a phone call from a guy who owes me some money. Haven't heard from this guy in a while. He owes me quite a bit of money. He goes, yo, Mike, I was up all night and I was praying and God spoke to me. And he was like, I need to come by, I need to give you something, man. I need to make, my debt right. I said, yeah, sure, man. I'm at my job. Bring it on over, man. I'm not thinking nothing of it. I don't even know how much he's gonna give me. Didn't really care. I didn't care at all.
Huh?
You get the little tape that we filmed for your birthday about 2 years ago?
He calls me again. He's like, yo, I'm outside the building. I go outside. There he is. I dap him up. What's up, dog? How you been? All right, man. He goes, yo, man, here. He gives me this envelope. He goes, man, yeah, man, I was up early this morning. I was praying and God was talking to me, man. Your name just kept coming up, man. And he's like, I know it's not all the money I owe you, but, I just want to make this right. I want to do, so I just want to, give you this. I said, yeah, man, it's all good, Cool. Dap him up. I go back to my office. I open up the envelope. Yo, it's 2 G's. 2 G's. I'm like, what? Yes, 2 G's. You know how you would feel if you got 2 G's.
I tell you, I think you filming your birthday. That's when you down from Pasadena.
We have a video camera?
So the first thing I start doing when you get 2 G's is you start thinking about, yo, what am I gonna buy? What am I gonna do with this? I'm 2 G's. I'm up, baby. I'm balling out. I might go to the club and make it rain. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this money, right? First thing I start doing, me being who I am, went straight to all the camera shops, B&H, Sammy's, even went on Amazon. Oh, what camera can I buy? Let's see, I need some new, I can always use camera gear. Man, what am I gonna buy? What am I gonna get? And then my phone rings, and it's the VP of the company. And he's like, yo, Mike, we're down in Cafe Med. Come down here. We're having a meeting. We need you here. All right. I'm on my way.
Somebody had recorded it.
Yes, hi. Is the service department open?
You're welcome. Put your on.
All right, thank you.
So, yo, I get to Cafe Med, and my VP, as I'm walking up, he comes out, he goes, yo, Mike, hey, before you go in, I got something for you. I said, what? Oh, what you got? He takes me to his car, pops the trunk, and he opens up this bag, and it's a film camera. And he's like, yeah, look at this, and I was looking, I was like, oh yeah, man, 35 millimeter. Oh yeah, man, I do all kinds of stuff with this. And he goes, I know, that's why I'm giving you the camera. I was like, you're giving me the camera? It was at least worth, $300-400. It was a nice film camera. I said, what? You giving? So I'm just like, man, I'm getting all kinds of gifts today. I said, thanks, man. I appreciate that, man. He says, yeah, no worries, man. I had it and I don't know. I thought about you. So when I came into town, I was like, I'm gonna give it to Mike. So he gives me a camera. Didn't think much about it.
They're open.
It's cool.
Shit, I got the bomb one, boy.
So yo, now I'm up 2 G's, plus I got a camera. So like, after I left the meeting at Cafe Med, I'm like, there's no reason for me to look for any cameras. I got a film camera. I've been wanting another film camera, so I'm winning. What else can I do with this money? I went and took a photo with me and the kids. Something that I wanted to do was a series that I wanted to complete, but never did. But anyway, I went and took a photo. So I spent, I don't know, $100, $150 taking this photo with the kids. And I don't know, I think I might have gave my mom $100 or something. I don't know, you know, I just did what I did. I had probably, I don't know, maybe $1,600 on me by that evening. And then we're talking about that evening, I had $1,600 on me. And Gina comes to me and she says, hey, Mike, because I told her about the money. She goes, hey, Mike, a mutual friend of ours just had a really life-changing, dramatic experience. And they're having some tough times. And, you know, maybe you could, you know, maybe give them some money. And the first thing out of my mouth was, man, I ain't giving nobody no money. What are you talking about? I'm not giving no money. It's my money. I'll work for that money. I got things to buy with that money. I know. So when she told me this, it was early in the evening, you know, maybe 5 o'clock. Well, by that evening, I hadn't bought anything. I was doing what I usually do in the evening. By the time I went to lay down in bed, it was maybe, I don't know, maybe 9, 10 o'clock. And we're laying in bed, and she proceeds to tell me about the situation, and she goes into further detail about the situation. Things that I didn't know the first time that she told me that, you know, they were having some trouble. And all of a sudden, as I was laying there and she was telling me what the problem was, a light bulb went off in my head. Bam! And I realized at that moment that the reason I even got the money was because somehow, some way, God needed me to give these friends of ours, these people that we know, to give them the money. I started replaying everything in my head as I listened to the person who gave me the money saying, yeah, I was up all night, I was praying, your name kept coming up. And then, you know, what did I want to go do with them? I wanted to go buy a camera. But then, you know, all of a sudden my VP out of nowhere just gives me a camera. So I didn't need to spend money doing that. And so as she was telling me all this, as I'm replaying back everything in my mind, I was like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do with the money. It made clear sense to me. Like it was like, that's what I'm supposed to do. There was no angst or anything. So I said, I remember I popped up and I said, yo, what's that phone number? And she was like, oh, here's their number. All right, great. And I walked out the room.
Turn that thing off, Michael.
Mom,
What?
I want to film this.
I walk out the room and I get on the phone and I call them. And I tell them, I say, hey, listen, I got a story I got to tell you. It's going to seem a little crazy, but this is how my day went. And I go back and I replay the whole day, everything that happened. And I go, I know why I got the money. It's because I'm supposed to give you the money. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to give you the money. So I got the money for you. And I remember both of them, well, I think I was talking to the husband. I remember him being like extremely quiet, like he couldn't believe what I was telling him. And he was like, oh no, Mike, you don't. I said, no, you don't understand. I have to give you the money. Like it's clear to me that God is trying to use me to give it to you. Like that's where it's supposed to go. That's what I'm supposed to do with it. I'm supposed to give you the money. Fast forward a couple days later, and Gina tells me that at the moment that I called them, that the husband was questioning his faith in God and what God could do. At that very moment, he was questioning it, and then the phone rings, and it's me on the other line saying, yo, God told me to send you some money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mom,
What?
I want to film this.
Oh.
So one day when everything is okay, you can look back on this and laugh.
now look, I'm not going to tell you what to believe, how to believe, when you should believe, when you should not believe. I'm not going to tell you how to give, how not to give, why to give, who to give to. All I'm going to say is this. Whether you believe in God or you don't believe in God, whether you like to give or you don't like to give, at some moment in time, at some point in time, you're gonna know when it's time for you to step up and do something. It's gonna hit you like a ton of bricks. And if you can just be aware of all the signals that are like showing up right in front of you, you can answer the call and you can give freely. I never expected anything back in return. I didn't expect anything. I wasn't giving because I wanted something back. No, that wasn't what I was doing. I was doing what I felt like I was being told to do. And that is something that I learned from my mother. For a woman who did not give regularly to the church, but gave of her time and her love, without a shadow of a doubt, I know that she's somewhere up there.